it.
Yeah, all things considered, it's been a day to forget for them. So this homer will be a welcome to everyone in that dugout. Maybe this gives them a little momentum going into the next game.
Kyle Seager is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. Ripped down the first base line. And with that, I can finally say the 4 words I've had on my mind for what seems like an eternity. This ball game is over. A 9-2 finish at the end of this contest. Baltimore took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Dean Kremer gets to that magic number, 20 wins on the season, turning in a very strong complete game effort. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com. We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. A good matchup here for you tonight between the Baltimore Orioles and the Boston Red Sox. The O's look to match the longest winning streak in baseball history. Coming up next, Nick Pivetta gets the call for Game 1 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really dependable. Last 3 starts, ERA just under 3.00, and that's some pretty good pitching. Minimizes the amount of walks, keeps his hits down, and if he can do more of the same of that, he should have some pretty good fortune in this one here today.
Here comes the first pitch. Grounded to short. Gloved by Bogarts. Pedroia, but they won't get 2 as he beats the relay to first. Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias. First at bat for him as he enters play 3rd in the American League batting race. Pitch out, nothing doing. Hit hard on the ground to second. One there. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So no runs on 1 base hit, no errors, and no one left on. Stepping up to the plate, Andrew Benintendi. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Just gets a piece of it, strike 1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Alberto is there for it. 1 out.
Batting seven, the second baseman.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Dustin Pedroia comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Guys, the Orioles, as they begin play here tonight, all you can really say is they've been on one heck of a run.
Matty, this is the best team in baseball right now. I mean, just a double-digit winning streak that, I mean, maybe happens to 2 or 3 teams a year you get this high. This team is rocking in all facets right now, and they're a fun watch.
And he pops it up. Urias ranging into the outfield, but he won't get there. It falls in.
Get the ball for this man. He needs to put that on the mantle. He's been struggling. The season hasn't gone according to plan, but he's staying pot committed and grinded out a nice knock.
Alex Verdugo is at the plate now as he looks at strike 1. Behind 0-2 now. Fouled off. Pedroia stands at first with 1 out. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
Looked to me like he had the right idea with the swing on that pitch, and he just didn't get the bat through the zone in time. The pitch was away. He let it get deep, maybe trying to take it the other way, but it got too deep and was by him by the time his barrel could get in the correct position.
Here now is Rafael Devers, and he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. He'll enter play with that batting average still shy of the 220 mark. 10 home runs and 38 runs batted in.
There seem to be different philosophies on it. So, Dan, what was your approach in 0-2 counts?
My philosophy is this. I think the last thing you want to do is throw non-competitive pitches, Matt. Throw something down in the zone or just out of the zone, but something.
Threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Red Sox leave 1. Still no score. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Hanser Alberto, as he begins this one as the 4th leading hitter in the American League. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So the Orioles get their leadoff man aboard to start the inning. So a base hit here to start the inning, and he continues to pile them up as we take a look at our league leaders in hits so far. And as you can see there, he currently sits 3rd in the AL in that category. Anthony Santander the next to bat. A dive, and he knocks it down. And not really much of a chance to recover there as he'll reach first on what undoubtedly will be scored as an infield single. And the streak is alive. As you can see on the graphic, he creeps ever closer to the big number 56.
Amazing what this guy has been able to do. Think about the pressure every day he gets to the ballpark. Members of the media asking about the streak. Can he keep it going? Is he looking forward down the line? Amazing how he's been able to concentrate through all of this.
Yeah, and how it affects everyone else around him because everyone's pushing for him to get a knock every night. You can't lose sight of trying to win ball games, but man, the focus of our attention is squarely on this player.
Here it comes on 0-2. Still no balls and 2 strikes. First and second here with nobody out. Takes this the other way to right. That's in there. Base hit. And no sense risking anything here as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out. Digging in, Pedro Severino, who currently sits number 7 on the AL RBI leaderboard. So a good guy to have at the plate in this situation.
Well, this is a small sample size because the season is still so young. But I don't have any doubt he's going to be near the top of a bunch of the leaderboards when this season is all said and done.
Grounded back up the middle. Bogarts has it to second for 1. Back to first, but a good job to break up the double play as he couldn't make an accurate throw.
They couldn't turn the inning-ending double play. They just get the force out at second, and the runner scores from 3rd.
Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch. Hard on the ground toward short. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. First pitch of the at-bat.
Leading off for the Red Sox, the shortstop, Xander
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Popped up. Oh, and they botch this one as it drops in the infield. And that'll bring up J.D. Martinez. He was 1 for 4 back in Wednesday's contest. Now this is on the ground at first. We'll see if they can get 2. Oh, and he takes his eye off it there as it goes right past him into right. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Yeah, and I think this is the case of a guy trying to rush it, hoping to turn a double play. And instead of getting 2 outs, they get 0 outs, and runners are on first and second.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. Now one hit foul over to the right side as the count moves to 1-2. None out, runners at first and second. Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. Therefore it is Mancini, and that's the first out of the inning. Here's Jackie Bradley now. And for him, you have to think a turnaround is coming. Clearly not going his way of late. Now the 1-0. A swing and a miss, strike 1.
Hey, as a former infielder, nothing hurts your heart more than making errors behind your pitchers. Let's see if this guy can pick them up right here.
Now a swing, and he pops him up. And I believe, yes, the umpire signaling for the infield fly rule. First pitch on its way. Christian Vasquez stands in as he can't connect here. 0-1.
That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
Fouled away.
Hey, that fastball caught too much of the plate on an 0-2 count.
And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. So it's back to the top of the order now. And digging in next at the plate will be Renato Nunez. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And it bangs off the monster. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
The more things change, the more they stay the same. This guy's been producing at the plate all year long, and this at bat is no different. He's probably surprised it didn't leave the yard after the season he's having, but he'll just have to settle for a double.
Into the box now, Ryan Mountcastle. He swings and sends a bullet to right field. And that's in there, base hit. And they'll get it in quickly. It's first and third now with nobody out. And the screen shows the story right there as that hitting streak will live to see another day.
He certainly has. He's seeing the ball so big, Matty. You see the confidence oozing off him in the box. He hasn't fished at anything.
Now, meanwhile, this ball's going to get through, and that's a base hit. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. It's a 2-0 ball game. So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down. And digging into the batter's box will be Hanser Alberto. There's one. On to first, and they get them both.
Oh, that double play gave him a really good chance to minimize the damage here. One run has come across, but now he just has to work to strand that runner at third. Would be pretty huge if he can do that.
On to first, and that'll do it as they manage to not let this inning get out of hand.
The Red Sox do hit in the third. They're looking to get some momentum going with the bats. This is a group that has had trouble doing so all season long. Entering the day, they rank near the bottom of the league in batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging. So it's clear this is a work in progress. One player told me before the game, it's a difficult thing to go through. We're all competitive guys, and we believe in ourselves, but we're obviously not getting the results we need. Now, one coach told me that despite the numbers being what they are, he's seeing a lot of development happening, so he's optimistic about what the future holds, especially for some of their younger players. Back to you, Matt.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second with a punch-out, one away.
The batter, number 50. Second baseman.
Dustin Pedroia will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
You have to understand, as the hitter right here, pitcher on the mound wants a quick inning. Anything over the heart of the plate, probably got to pull the trigger on.
Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning.
Next for the Red Sox, the right fielder, Alex.
And it's fouled away. And he falls behind 0-2. 0-2 count, and the pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. And Hayes will make the catch. This side is retired. All set for the start of the 4th. And next it'll be the outfielder, Trey Mancini.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings. Man, I feel for him, but you've got to call a spade, right? He's really struggling. The sample size is 3+ innings, and in that time, he's given up 8 hits, so it might be time to cut your losses and make a change out there.
And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Now batting, the center fielder.
I mean, bottom line right here, it all comes down to execution. If he's going to miss flat, middle, up all day long, it's going to be a long night for this pitcher.
Reached by way of a fielder's choice his first time around. Hits this one hard the other way. One there. The relay back to the pitcher, covering in time to double him up.
Well, there's the pitcher's best friend right there. The inning was off to a rough start, right? But nothing changes that like a good old 2-ball. We'll see if they can strand the runner at third now.
So striding in, Ramon Urias, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Hit out towards second. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Bottom of the inning now, and next will be the imposing power bat, Rafael Devers. And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Now here's the pitch. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch, and even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
Xander Bogaerts swings and misses there, so he's down 0-1. And he fouls this one off. 0-2 home now to Bogaerts. Softly hit toward the hole. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Here's J.D. Martinez. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Fastball in there for a called strike.
0-1.
No runs, just one hit, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. And now he'll foul this one off as well to fall behind here. No balls and 2 strikes. Liner towards second. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this new inning set to get underway. And digging in next at the plate will be Renato Nunez. Grounded weakly toward third. He's got to hurry, and the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. Stepping into the box, Ryan Mountcastle. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Hit on the ground out to short. Bogaerts has it, and very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning.
The batter, number 11.
So stepping in, Jose Iglesias. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And Pedroia will stretch, but it's into center field for a base hit. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, back now at Fenway Park, and here's Heidi Watney with a report.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I talked about the Red Sox offense with the Boston manager, and he told me he feels like they're being too patient at the plate right now. Too much of the time they're finding themselves in disadvantage counts like 0-2 and 1-2, and that's basically never a formula for success. He said they're getting a lot of strikes to swing at, so the emphasis the rest of the game has to be to jump on those strikes early in the at-bat.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Again, another foul ball. Another 0-2 home. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you can see, he's right up there, 4th in the AL in that category. Hit on the ground toward the left. And a base hit into left field, so they've got themselves a 1-out base runner. First pitch coming. Here it is. Christian Vasquez is at the plate as he takes a cold strike one. Now the 0-1. Fastball just misses. That's ball one. Hit back up the middle. Fielded cleanly to second for one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. No runs on a hit, no errors, and no one left. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. The Orioles are on top 2-0. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Back up the middle. And a base hit. So he goes after the first pitch he sees, and he's on to open up the inning. So make it 2 hits for him now on the night as this one finds its way into center. And as you can see right there, he's now 3rd on the Orioles in that category. Here comes the Red Sox manager up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. He'll wind up lasting just 5 innings here. Didn't pitch all that poorly, yet he's gone nonetheless.
Danny, how frustrating is this right here? First and third, you got problems all over the place.
Well, you come right out of the dugout, right? You're starting an inning fresh. You're expecting to have a 1-2-3 inning. You look up, and all of a sudden, first and third, nobody out. It's time to make some good pitches.
And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. 0-1 the count. Has a look, now the pitch. Slapped hard the opposite way. And that will get down as he delivers a big one here. It's a base hit. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. It's a 3-0 game.
Hey, with that base hit right now, the lead's 3-0. And the way their pitcher's going, D-Row, that might hold up in this one.
Yeah, and you're well aware of it, Dan, as an offense, just trying to put those extra runs across the board.
Hit high and deep out there to left center field. Gone! So a 3-run shot to left center, and even 30 home runs on the year. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
Martin Perez gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Through first and hustling for second, and that one skips up over the wall for a ground rule double.
There's a deep fly ball. Doesn't quite get out of the ballpark, but it hits in the right spot as it bounces off that hard.
This one gets through, and that could bring in a run. And they'll put the brakes on at third. Runners at the corners with nobody out.
Now that's the designated hitter,
And here's Renato Nunez. He grounds it sharply to third. And just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
Well, that's a tough one right there if you're a pitcher, D-Row. You think you make a decent pitch, ball hit to the hole right through there. You're hoping it can get knocked down. Instead, base hit, run batted in.
Yeah, and as the batter right there, you're taking off your batting gloves, giving dabs to the first base coach. Glad that found the hole right there. Ribeye steak, chalk one up.
Boy, and call off the dogs already as this is down for extra bases. The runner from first crosses the plate, make it 9-0.
This thing was a double or more the second it left his bat. He really drove it well, and it ended up one-hopping the wall out there. And more importantly, he picks up 2 RBI along the way.
Austin Bryce gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Into the box, Jose Iglesias. And there's a base hit on the line. Throw comes in quickly here, and that'll prevent the runner at third from testing things here.
Now that's third base.
Wow, talk about having a pretty special game. That's his 3rd single of the game, D-Row. 3 for 4. Not a bad game.
Yeah, just not trying to do too much, Dan. Taking what the pitcher's giving him right here. If the fastball's away, shooting it the other way. If he's got something hanging in the middle of the plate, turning and burning a little bit.
it.
Nice execution.
Doesn't come much easier than that. Taylor made 6-4-3 double play and an easy one to turn.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And he is into second with a double, his third hit of the night.
That was a great job of driving that ball, extending his arms very well, was able to get it over the right fielder's head, one hopping it off the wall for an easy double. That's one of those solid hits that you don't even feel coming off the bat.
So here's Trey Mancini. Well hit. Deep down the right field line. And that'll wind up a foul ball just to the right of Pesky's pole. Hit hard on the ground towards second. And that's through into right field for a base hit. As he arrives at second without a play, as a run will score on the play as well.
Number 28, Pedro Severino.
Pedro Severino digs in at the plate. Into center field, line drive base hit. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second.
Every team would be happy if they could produce 10 runs over the course of 2 games, but they've gone double digits in 1 inning. I think it's safe to say that this thing is out of reach.
Austin Hayes the next to bat. And he takes a big swing here, but this winds up a little tapper to the left of the mound. And with his speed, forget it. It's an infield single.
Yeah, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
Hit to first. He's got it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. But not before an even 10 men come around to score here as they break this game wide open. The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. He leads off this half inning in what they hope will be a rebuttal to all those runs they just gave up.
Well, Matt, I think mentally they need to get 1 or 2 of these runs back right here. Just getting on the board after getting socked in the mouth by an opposing team can lift the team up a bit. We'll see if they can string something together.
Oh, and that one slung through the strike zone that time at 98, 0-1. 0-2 the count to Benintendi.
His command has been outstanding so far, hitting nearly all of his spots, and that's been a big factor why he's been so successful up to this point.
Turned on down the line. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. Well, when you're going as well as he is, not even a 2-strike count is going to get in your way.
Yeah, Matty, he's having a monster season, well over 300. Right there, when you're feeling that confident at the plate, it doesn't matter what the count is. You're willing to go deep and still feel confident.
Heading out towards shallow right. Therefore, it is Mancini, and that's the first out of the inning. And the next up will be Alex Verdugo. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. A 1 pitch on its way. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. A dive, and oh, he can't hang on. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
Now batting.
So following the error, it's now runners at first and second. And set to go as the third baseman, Rafael Devers. The 1-0. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. Fouled off. And another foul ball. The 1-2. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. And it's off the Green Monster. Throw to second, but he's in there. As also on the play, a run comes across to score. And that brings in Xander Bogaerts. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball 1-1. 1-2 to the Boston shortstop.
Hey, there's a ton of reasons I could give to you as to why this guy has been such a good pitcher in his career. But I think this is the biggest one. His ability to work out of nasty jams. 2 guys in scoring position right here. Interested to see how he works out of this.
Second and third, 2 away. Fouled away. Popped him up. Mountcastle is there, and the side is retired. Welcome back. Here's Heidi Watney with the report as we get set for the top of the 7th. Heidi?
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Orioles offense with their manager between innings, and flat out he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said it's one of those games where everything has come together for his hitters, from their approach to their swings to the results. It's all working. One key indicator of that, 6 extra base hits to this point in the game.
All right, thanks, Heidi. And he is in there.
Some guys just lay back and watch that first pitch go by no matter what. Work the count, make the pitcher waste a few pitches, but when he serves up a fastball like this on the first pitch, it's hard not to go after it. And that's just what he does. He jumped all over it.
Darwinzon Hernandez comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Pedroia dives. What a stop.
Hats off to that one. One gone now in the Baltimore 7th, and that'll bring up the shortstop, Jose Iglesias. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hits it high and deep out to center field. Bradley makes the catch. Tagging is the runner from third. And he will score on the sacrifice fly.
Hey, every pitcher likes to have some runs scored for him, but particularly when you're throwing as well as he is tonight, and he gets another insurance run on top of it.
Line drive to center field. That gets down, and the inning continues. So the 2-out base hit, and the top of the inning is still alive.
You think he's not setting the tone for this series right there? 3rd knock of the night, and we're only in game 1. This could be huge.
At the plate now, Anthony Santander. As he lines it hard to the right side, but out of play. 3 for 4 so far, and seeing it well in this ball game. Hard hit ball to second. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Next up for the Red Sox, Bobby Dahlbeck. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And a fastball's in there for strike one. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on. And if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
Hit in the air down the right field line, but this is going to wind up a foul ball. A swing and a ground ball to third, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. And he rings up another one, make it 9 strikeouts for him in the game.
He put up a pretty good battle at the plate right there. They finally get him on a 1-2 pitch, but you could see that he wasn't laying down without a fight. He really made the pitcher earn that strikeout.
So here now is Jackie Bradley. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1.
This guy's throwing a gem so far. Biggest key, 80% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
And it's fouled away. Looking for his 10th strikeout. Here's the pitch. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
Well, we're all hearing his name in the Cy Young Award discussions at this point in the season. It's pretty hard to argue against it when you watch him dominate a guy on 3 pitches and send him packing without much problem.
In now, Christian Vasquez, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. No hits to this point. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Here comes Mancini. But the second baseman calls him off and makes the catch. And that in order go the Red Sox. And as you can see, they are way behind.
Leading off for the Orioles.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Hit sharply toward the right side. Playable for Verdugo, and there's one gone. So striding forward now, Pedro Severino. He singled his last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit back toward the mound. And into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single.
Boy, talk about having a day, Debo. He gets his 4th knock of the game, but mixed in with one of those 4 was a round tripper. Not a bad day.
Yeah, you have 5, maybe a handful of games that you can throw out 4 knocks throughout the course of the year. Add in a tater to go with it. He's smiling. His food's going to taste better tonight.
Oh, and it's off target, and he'll be safe at third.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Hit hard on the ground to second, and that'll get by into center field for a base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score. To third now, but he's safe as a run will score on the play as well. Ryan Brazier enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. So now to the plate, Renato Nunez. 4 hits already in this one and looking for number 5 here. A 1 pitch on its way. Oh, and he leaves the fastball up there. Mistaken location. He is going to pay for it dearly as that ball is sent over the wall. A home run. So a 3-run shot to left center, and so he ties the big redhead with home run number 70 on the year as this lead got even wider. And we get another look here. He is now in elite company with home run number 70 right there.
The first baseman,
Stepping in now, Ryan Mountcastle, as he'll swing and send a chopper out to second. A barehand play by Pedroia. He's out. But hold on here now. They quickly requested some time to take a look at the replay, and they may decide to challenge that out call. And indeed, they will elect to challenge the call. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will review the play from all available angles to come to a final decision.
So here's one last look at that replay from another angle. There has to be indisputable evidence in order to change the call. And boy, I'll tell you what, I just don't see it there. I'd be pretty surprised if this challenge works out for them in this case.
Headsets coming off. Here comes the decision, and he is indeed out as originally called. So they lose the challenge and the ability to use any further challenges for the rest of the game. Into the box, Jose Iglesias earned himself an RBI with a sac fly his last time at the plate. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So the 2-out hit keeps the top of the 8th inning extended.
Now batting, third baseman.
That's what we refer to in the biz as a hanger right there. He's lucky he's getting this baseball back.
And a reach to his backhand side at second, but this finds a way by. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double. And this, of course, is a ballpark that yields a lot of doubles as we take a look at the team leaders for the most 2-base hits this year. And in fact, that number is not only the highest in all the American League, but is actually the highest in all of baseball. To the plate now, Anthony Santander. He'll swing and lift the ball foul off to the left and out of play. Working on a good line in this ball game, 3 for 5 thus far. 0-1 count and the pitch. Hard hit ball to second. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. And that'll bring up the left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Fastball on the first pitch, and it's taken for strike 1. And it's quickly 0-2. Nothing in 2 count and the pitch. Again, he sends it out of play. Pulled toward right center field. Hayes on the run for it. But it's the right fielder that gets there to make the catch. And that's the first out of the inning. So you've got to figure he's got a good chance here to finish this one off. And with that in mind, we take a look at the league leaders in complete games. And as you see there, that number has him tied for second in the AL in that category. Urias is calling for it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Striding in for Boston, Alex Verdugo. 4th trip to the plate now, and he's hitless to this point.
Yeah, he and his teammates have really been shut down by some very good pitching in this one.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is all set for the start of the inning. And at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Trey Mancini. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes this the other way to right. And that's another base hit for him. He's on a tear in this one. So it's a leadoff single that kicks off their half of the ninth. Boy, and they have not been able to get him out. This is now a 5-hit ball game for him here, and those don't come along every day. Into the box, Pedro Severino. He offers at it and sends a bouncer out to short. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. Boy, and they have not been able to get him out. This is now a 5-hit ball game for him here, and those don't come along every day. Matt Barnes comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Barnes is a guy known for his lights-out stuff. He tends to rack up strikeout numbers at a very high rate. However, he does at times get wild. Walks have come back to bite him on more than one occasion.
You know, it's not uncommon, Matty D, for a relief pitcher to come in with really good stuff. And it seems like he's either really hit and miss. He'll rack up a lot of strikeouts, but if he's not quite on, he'll also rack up a lot of base on balls. And that can cause a pitching coach and a manager to really start to pull their hair out.
And now a double play ball perhaps for Pedroia. There's one on to first, but not in time as he beats it out.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to the second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
Grounded weakly to the left. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. In to score, the runner from third.
Wow, this has been a memorable game, but for all the wrong reasons. They've given up a staggering 18 runs here, and they can't go home yet. Can you say painful?
Standing in now, Ryan Mountcastle.
He swings and grounds it to short. And he'll go the short way to retire the side.
Orioles settle for one. We'll head now to the bottom of the ninth. The Orioles lead it 18-1. Rafael Devers the next to bat, starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. But these guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Behind 0-2 now. He struck him out, the third time he's fanned in the game.
Yet another strikeout for him on the mound. And fellas, this has been one of his favorite victims tonight. That's the third time he sent him packing. So he's got him pretty well figured out. Not that the rest of this lineup has been much better.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now as he lays off a fastball too low for ball one. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Shatters the bat as this is hit on the ground. Throw on to first, and now the Red Sox are down to their final out.
Oh, that'll make you smile as a pitcher. You make a good pitch, you blow the guy's bat up, and then you make the play yourself. In your head, you're thinking, nice swing, meat.
A bouncer to the left side. Throw on to first, and the Orioles will add one more to their winning streak as this ball game is over.
Yeah, and sometimes you just need a guy to go out there and battle. It doesn't have to be pretty all the time, but just good enough to get the job done. Well, this guy, he was a heck of a lot better than that, going the entire 9 innings, saving his bullpen, and getting the win.
18-1 this evening. Baltimore took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Cole Stewart records his 18th win of the year, picking up 11 strikeouts along the way. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
4 hours and
Welcome to your Saturday edition of Inside the Show. I'm Justin Allegri. Looking first at the American League East, Renato Nunez was a triple away of completing the cycle as the Orioles took down the Red Sox 18-1. He is currently among the AL leaders in batting average. Adam Ottavino got his second W of the season as the Yankees disposed of the Rangers 7-4. The Tampa Bay Rays picked up 14 hits in total as they got the best of the visiting Redbirds 6-5. The Twins pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they took down the visiting Blue Jays 2-1. David Peralta launched a pair of home runs while driving in 4 along the way as the Diamondbacks took care of the White Sox 5-3. Emmanuel Clase collected win number 3 this year, leading Cleveland past the Royals 3-2. The Halos went deep 4 times as they got the best of the Dodgers at home 8-6. The Oakland Athletics combined for 10 hits as a team as they bested the Mariners in Safeco Field 8-7. The Astros racked up 11 hits as a team as they cruised to the win against the Tigers 8-1. The Chicago Cubs knocked out 10 hits as a team as they nabbed an extra innings win over the Braves 7-5. The New York Mets had 12 hits as a team
It figures to be. Next will be the designated hitter, Renato Nunez, having a very nice year, currently second in the American League in batting average entering play. And that finds some outfield grass. Hits a base hit. And now the Red Sox have to deal with a real threat on the bases from the get-go. At the plate, Ryan Mountcastle. And with numbers like those, he's putting himself in contention for some Rookie of the Year hardware if he can keep it up. Just gets a piece of it, strike one. Houck has found success in his career at limiting base hits. He usually turns in outings where his hits per 9 numbers are really respectable, and obviously that goes a long way as a starting pitcher.
Matty B, there's a couple of things that really hurt you when you're a starting pitcher. Walks and giving up many base hits per 9 innings. This guy keeps the ball in play, doesn't give up a lot of hits, doesn't walk very many batters, and when you do that, it's a good recipe for success, and it's worked for him so far in his career.
From the stretch, and a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. The 1-0. Hit high and deep out to left field. Martinez is back to the warning track, and he's able to put it away for the second out.
Well, we've mentioned the conditions aren't ideal with the rain coming down, and that can make every play a little bit of an adventure. You really have to concentrate, and he did there to haul it down.
So coming to the plate, Hanser Alberto, as he begins this one as the 4th leading hitter in the American League. Well, these Red Sox entering play here this afternoon. They come off another loss last time out, and in fact, they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, Matty, the last game, they got to wash that down the drain. They got absolutely boat raced by a big margin. They got to put that behind them. Show up to the yard today looking to fight. Everything changes once the first pitch is thrown.
Hit on the ground is short. Gloved by Bogarts. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Here's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss. Well, guys, these Orioles entering play today, all you can really say is they've been on one heck of a run.
Matt, this is the best team in baseball right now. Just a double-digit winning streak that, I mean, maybe happens to 2 or 3 teams a year. You get this hot. This team is rocking in all facets right now, and they're a fun watch.
Under it is Hayes, and that's the first out of the inning.
Batting second, the center fielder.
Here comes the first pitch. Jackie Bradley Jr. is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1.
Boy, he center cut that fastball. It comes in the high 90s, but that's a dangerous location no matter how hard you're throwing.
And he fouls this one off. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Popped him up. And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the second out.
Batting third.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that brings up the outfielder Alex Verdugo. No balls and a strike to count. The 0-1 on its way. Just behind the fastball there, 2 strikes now.
If the offense didn't already know, man on the mound's got his A-game fastball working today.
Popped him up. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that start of the second here in Boston. Let's check in with Heidi for a bit more on the weather.
Matt, light rain is in the forecast throughout most, if not all, of the game, but I've been told it's not expected to cause any delays. The grounds crew will just need to make an effort to keep the field as dry as possible between innings, especially the heavy traffic areas like the pitching mound and around the bases.
Yeah, Heidi, thanks. And beyond keeping the surface playable, I'm sure you guys would agree, it's avoiding the stops and starts that becomes important in games like this one.
Yeah, 100%, Matty. The biggest thing is if you're going to be out there, you want to grind with the boys. You don't want your starting pitcher having to be sat down. You don't want to have to go inside for an hour and a half, 2 hours, and then get refocused and restarted up again. Matty, you're so focused out there, you just want to compete and see the game all the way through.
And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini, as he lifts it in the air to right field. Playable for Verdugo, and there's one gone. Now to the plate, Pedro Severino. He carries the 8th best average in the American League entering play.
What a powerhouse season, in the top 10 in home runs and runs batted in. He's also one of the most feared hitters in all of baseball.
Absolutely scorched that base hit. Worthy of some show track love, and as you see it, it came off the bat at 110 miles an hour. That's definitely squaring a ball up. Now batting, Austin Hayes, one of the better hitters in the league this year, currently 7th in the American League in hitting.
Yeah, he's right in the prime of his career right now. These are the years you really expect to see the best of what this guy has to offer.
Bradley is there as he had to travel a ways, but he makes the catch deep in the alley for the second out. That was a tough play, so let's take another look at it with Show Track. Seemed to get a solid read off the bat, took a good angle at it, and he covered over 100 feet to make the grab. And I'm sure he'll be getting some high fives for that one. Now a swing as he shoots this down the right field line. And this hops over the wall out there for a ground rule double, and maybe a tough break as that'll freeze the runner at third with 2 gone. And as you see right there, that'll push his hitting streak yet another game as he has been on fire this month.
He certainly has. He's seeing the ball so big, Matty. You see the confidence oozing off him in the box. He hasn't fished it.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Orioles on the board first thanks to the solo home run. We'll go to the bottom of the second, and it's now 1-0 Baltimore.
Leading off.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit down the third baseline, but this is foul for the first strike. The windup and the 0-1. Hits this one hard the other way. Alberto gloves it, and the throw on to first will take care of him, so he's thrown out by the only man standing on the left side of the infield. 1 away.
The shortstop, Xander Bogaerts.
Set to go now, Xander Bogaerts, as he's been in a pretty good stretch over the last 10 or so ball games. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Hard hit at third. Alberto has it, and that's the second out.
Batting fifth, the left fielder.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. Mancini makes the catch for out number 3. Striding in, Ryan Mountcastle. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
The
First offering on its way. High in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Running hard. He's digging for second. And the Orioles are in business here. It's a leadoff double. And you see on the graphic right there that his hitting streak will indeed live on as he just continues to hit the ball well. Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias. He swings and grounds it to short. Bogarts has it. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, one away.
Now batting, first baseman.
And digging into the batter's box will be Hanser Alberto. The short hit hard. Bogarts has it. Throw on to first, two gone. Anthony Santander the next to bat. He got a hold of one and went yard in his first appearance in this one.
And that's been the entire offense so far in this one. They've been shut down other than that.
Throw in time, and the side is retired. Now at the plate, Bobby Dahlbeck, 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. First offering on its way. Fouled off. Red Sox still looking for their first hit here. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Mancini is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down. So here's Michael Chavis now. This guy is still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Here's the pitch. Looked like he tried to pull it there, but he swings right through the fastball.
Yeah, if he's going to pound this.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that. So here's Trey Mancini. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed.
And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning. Pedro Severino digs in at the plate. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning.
Well, we just witnessed some elite speed going from first to third as Showtrack is demonstrating. You won't find many other guys in this or any other sport for that matter that are capable of picking them up and putting them down like he can, and it ended up making a play not even close at third.
Austin Hayes the next to bat as he rips it on the ground to second. Barehanded for 1. On to first, and it's a double play, although the run does come in to score from third. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit hard on the ground to short. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Digging in to try it again, Dustin Pedroia. Back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting.
So two gone now here in the Red Sox fourth. And that brings up the outfielder, Alex Verdugo. Softly hit to second. And he goes to second with it. And he'll get in there safely.
Hey, listen, D-Roll, they're not going to complain at all. A base hit is a base hit, even though that's an infield single. And hopefully that's a good sign that things are about to turn for them in this one.
Yeah, there hasn't been a fight at the bat rack, per se, Dan, in this one. I don't care what knock. I don't care if it's a swinging bunt or a home run.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do. All ready to go in the top of the fifth. And standing in is the DH, Renato Nunez. Out in front of it, strike one. The windup and the 0-1. Back up the middle. And that'll get on by into center field for a leadoff single. So a ground ball single up the center of the diamond makes it 2 hits for him on the afternoon. And as you can see on the graphic, he currently sits second on the Orioles in that category. At the plate now, Ryan Mountcastle. And this is going to find the alley as he might have himself his second double of the ball game. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning. But baseball's a game of streaks and runs, and he is on one right now.
No question, he's swinging the bat very well of late.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. And the runner from second is in to score. That makes it a 4-0 ball game.
Sometimes the first pitch is the best pitch you'll see all at bat. Definitely coming out of his shoes. Aggressive style. First pitch. Base hit up the middle.
In now, Hanser Alberto. Devers fields it cleanly. Pedroia on to first, and how about that? He comes right out of the bullpen and gets the double play ball with one pitch. So base is empty now after the double play. And set to go is the switch-hitting outfielder, Anthony Santander. First offering on its way. Skied into straightaway right. After it is Verdugo. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Welcome back for the bottom of the fifth. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I talked about the Red Sox offense with the Boston manager, and he was pretty blunt in saying they're just not having very good at-bats. They've only made...
Wow, not only are complete games rare in this day and age of Major League Baseball, but a complete game shutout. This guy was in total command from the first inning through the ninth. Totally dominant in this one.
Final line score this afternoon.
Afternoon baseball here on the show. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Baltimore Orioles and the Boston Red Sox. The Orioles are looking to make history here today. Can they break the all-time winning streak record? We'll see right after this. And here's Renato Nunez having a very nice year, currently second in the American League in batting average entering play. Swing and a liner. Foul.
First pitch, 1-5.
The windup and the 0-1. Rolled slowly down the third baseline. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And he will add yet another game to his incredible hitting streak as it now reaches even further into the stratosphere.
You know, D-Row, I don't know if this thing's ever going to end. This guy's been raking now for almost 2 months, and he's swinging the bat just as good now as when this streak started to start it off with his first base hit.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like he's coming out of it anytime soon. I wonder the pitcher that would create such a tough matchup for this guy to shut him down, because he's playing with the big part of the field. He can beat you in so many different ways, and this number's getting just straight ridiculous.
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Bradley is there. He's there to make the catch, and here comes the runner from third, as this should get him on the board. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0. Coming to the plate now, Rio Ruiz. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and one gone. This is line to left, but pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the second out. Digging in now, Anthony Santander, and what a season he's having. Entering play, leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories.
Yeah, this guy's got the home run and runs batted in thing figured out for the Triple Crown, but he's not in the top 5 in the batting average, and if he wants to win the Triple Crown, so he's going to have to make up a lot of ground.
The 0-1, and a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And there's a base hit on the line. And he will creep ever closer to that record, as you see there. This hitting streak has reached epic proportions now.
D-Row, this guy is just amazing right now. He's just swinging a magic wand, and it looks like there's no end in sight to this streak.
Yeah, you can't think of anything else. This is national news right here. This is all anybody's talking about. When you start getting into these numbers, almost 2 months.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. Here's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Red Sox, the second baseman.
Fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Swung on and missed as Pedroia's retired for the first out.
If you've got a good fastball going and they're not handling, keep throwing it. Right there, 3 fastballs in a row. He gone.
Bradley Jr.
So here now is Jackie Bradley, as he will take a look at strike 1 on a fastball right down the pipe. Well, guys, these Orioles entering play today, all you can really say is they've been on one heck of a run. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Not quite out of here as it's off the monster.
Every hitting coach in the league will tell you it only takes one swing of the bat to get out of a slump. And
And the next up will be Alex Verdugo.
And on the first pitch, he grounds foul.
He'll enter play here with an average just over 250. 10 home runs and 36 RBIs.
Count now a ball and a strike.
Popped up. Ruiz is over and he tucks it away for the second out. First offering on its way. Rafael Devers is at the plate now, and he's quickly behind 0-1. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. 0-2. Here it is. Grounded up the first baseline, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. Got him. Second inning set to go, and set to go is the second baseman, Pat Valaika. Swung on and chopped up the middle. Bogarts to his left. He's there, and no chance on the throw here as he reaches first easily.
Boy, that's what wheels can do for you, Dero. You can see this right here on this replay. He just simply outruns the White Rabbit. He just outruns the baseball.
Yeah, it's beautiful to watch. You know why? Because this is the one tool you can't teach. You can take countless ground balls. You can hit till your hands bleed. But if you got no wheels, newsflash, you got no wheels. Hey, guys, I like the execution by the batter there. He got a hanger in the middle of the plate. He could have come unglued, but he didn't. He stayed focused and drove a line drive base hit.
Behind 0-2 now. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. High and deep to left. This one's got plenty of distance. On to Lansdowne and gone. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. 32 now for the season, as the O's have extended their lead now 4-0.
Well, if I was the manager, I would tell my pitchers to work around this guy. I mean, he's hit 3 home runs against them in this series. What more do they need to see? 4, 5? Jeez, enough is enough.
Into the box now, Renato Nunez. He swings and grounds it to short. Gloved by Bogarts. And they are not going to get him at first. He's aboard easily.
You know, Dero, you have this internal clock as a pitcher. You make a pitch, and you know that this guy in the batter's box can flee down the line, and you're thinking right off the get-go, this has a shot to be an infield single.
Yeah, this guy's super quick. That's what pays the bills, no doubt about it. That's why he's put on this team, to find a way to get on base and cause problems. Because I'm telling you, as a former middle infielder, when there's speed on the base pass, you are playing out of position with a little more nervous step.
Stepping into the box, Jose Iglesias. He's got a chance to add on to what's already been a big inning for them.
Yeah, 2 on here and 3 on the board already. They've absolutely come out and forced the issue of this inning, Matt. A hit here could really fire up that dugout.
On to first, and they turn the double play. Digging in for his second at-bat, Rio Ruiz hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. He's set and the pitch. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. And it's gone. So it's a 2-run shot to right center. 4th home run for him on the season. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
Now the Red Sox skipper's up out of the dugout and on his way toward the mound. And he's going to make a change, as that'll be all for his starter, Chris Sale. So he'll exit here this afternoon to a smattering of boos after what can be described as really a subpar performance. Martin Perez is going to come on in relief now, and he may be asked to eat several innings as this game is just still really getting underway. Anthony Santander the next to bat.
He swings and grounds it to short.
Oh, and he can't come up with it.
Yeah, and with 2 outs, the pitcher was mentally in the dugout already. Now he's got to regroup and find a way to get out of this. Hard not to feel for the guy.
Here comes the first pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. Up with the ball is Pedroia. On to first, and it's in time as they're finally able to retire him. So this once slim lead is slim no longer as 5 runs come across to score to help build a substantial advantage. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. Baltimore's out in front, 6-0. And that brings in Xander Bogaerts. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going. So what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
Bogaerts is a player referred to as clutch by teammates, coaches, and of course the media. He seems to find himself in pressure situations often, and it's hard to find many instances where those moments have gotten the best of him. It just appears he really relishes the big spot. And that'll bring up J.D. Martinez as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2.
Man, when you're struggling at the plate, that pitcher smells blood in the water. He's coming right after you, trying to end it quick.
And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Hayes on the run for it, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
Any hitter will tell you that a shot like that just feels different. It sounds different off the bat. See his arms get extended, right arm tucked up against his body, barrel the bat all over the ball, and he smokes it right off the wall in left center. A little more hang time, and that one probably gets out of here.
Hit out towards second. And that is into right field, a base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only 1 away. First offering on its way.
You know, Dero, the old school thinking sometimes is when you're going through a bad streak like this guy, any way you can get on a little jam shot, even though it wasn't pretty, maybe this could get this guy finally going.
Yeah, I can't tell you how good that had to feel right there. There's moments where you slap that donut off your bat, you don't even want to walk to home plate. You're scuffling so bad.
You froze him on the fastball there. Christian Vasquez goes down for the second out in the bottom half. Now the 0-1.
He got a mistake right there, but missed it. Can't foul that pitch off in a big.
Looking at a fastball to end the inning. Boston's. Welcome back. Here's Heidi Watney with a report as we get set for the top of the third. Heidi?
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Orioles offense with their manager between innings, and overall he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said forcing the opposing starter out of the game before the third inning and posting a bunch of runs right out the gate was huge for them from a confidence standpoint and for their outlook moving forward in this game. The key now is keeping their foot on the gas pedal, Matt.
Thank you, Heidi. They've gotten their hits in deep counts. They've gotten their hits in early counts. This has been a real onslaught.
Yeah, you can look at it one of 2 ways, Matty. Either they have a ton of respect for the man on the mound and they are just going to ambush tactics and it seems to work for them. Or you can look at it the other way. They're just getting lucky.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. To short. Bogaerts has it. Throw gets him. 2 down. So 2 men are gone now in the Baltimore third. And digging in next at the plate will be Renato Nunez. Just gets a piece of it. Strike 1. Valaika stands at second with 2 gone. Into center field. Line drive base hit. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second. It's 7-0.
When you're up by 7 runs any time in the game, let alone this early, it feels awfully good. They are hitting on all cylinders here, but they have to be careful not to let off the gas pedal now.
Stepping in now, Ryan Mountcastle. He swings and grounds it to short. And another base hit for him as he's gone 3 for 3 in this one.
Up next for the Orioles, the shortstop, Jose Iglesias.
To the plate now, Jose Iglesias as he rips it on the ground to second. And a reach to his backhand side at second, but this finds a way by.
With that hard double, you get a glimpse to see why this guy is a legitimate MVP candidate this season. Whenever he gets a chance to produce, he seems like he takes advantage of it. Great example there.
This is in the air out to straightaway center. Bradley will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left.
The Red Sox do hit in the third. They're looking to get some momentum going with the bats. This is a group that has had trouble doing so all season long. Entering the day, they rank near the bottom of the league in batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging. So it's clear this is a work in progress. One player told me before the game, it's a difficult thing to go through. We're all competitive guys, and we believe in ourselves, but we're obviously not getting the results we need. Now, one coach told me that despite the numbers being what they are, he's seeing a lot of development happening. So he's optimistic about what the future holds, especially for some of their younger players. Back to you, Matt.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Pedroia, a California-born ball player. He's a 15-year Major League vet, so it's been quite the career for him.
Yeah, and that's the name of the game with this guy. You don't hang around 13 years. I always say this, you show me a good teammate, I'll show you a guy who opens the door every day, and you know exactly what you're getting. The consistency this guy has had can't go unnoticed, and he's had an amazing career.
Bradley, or JBJ as the initials read. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
Hey, this guy has been an absolute solid player his entire big league career, and I expect him to have a ton of suitors come this offseason.
And he is in complete control now. 7 strikeouts as this is swung on and missed for the second out. Alex Verdugo is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1.
Man, that's 7 straight strikes to start this inning. He's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
Behind 0-2 now. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. And he looks at a ball, 1-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. In the air, down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. And he got another one here. He strikes out the side. He set down 5 in a row via the punch. Digging in the switch hitter, Anthony Santander. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Now a ball pulled hard but fouled off to the left. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Takes this the other way to right. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. So the Orioles get their leadoff man aboard to start the inning. So a base hit for him has him aboard to start out their half of the 4th as we take a look at the league leaderboard in hits. And as you can see there, he's currently in 5th place in that department in the AL race. So here's Trey Mancini as he'll send a ground ball down to third. Pedroia on to first, and it's a double play. The second they've hit into in these first 4 innings. And there are 2 away now.
Now batting.
So base is empty now after the double play. And next will be the speed threat, Pat Valaika. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. 8 runs, 14 hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Orioles held in check there as it remains an 8-0 ball game. Ready to go in the bottom of the fourth. And that brings up the third baseman, Rafael Devers.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball. 0-1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Rounded softly down the line toward first. And a good throw gets him one gone.
Now batting.
At the plate, J.D. Martinez. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Hayes is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. Settling in now, Bobby Dahlbeck. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score.
You know, D-Roll, they finally push a run across here. Yesterday, they were shut out, so anytime they can score, it's almost like throwing a party.
Yeah, Dan, no kidding.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. New inning set to get underway, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Austin Hayes. Hit on the ground out to short. Bogaerts is able to get there. Throw not nearly in time as he reaches it first.
So frustrating, D-Roll. You make a good pitch and you get these guys that can run around and they're fast. You think you have an out, all of a sudden it turns into an infield single.
Yeah, this is definitely part of his game, the ground attack, Dan. He's a speedster. He's going to get a ton of infield singles, and he knows how frustrated that pitcher is.
On to first, and they get the double play.
Now batting.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Renato Nunez trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. Oh, and a beautiful diving catch there will end the inning as this. Back now at Fenway Park, and here's Heidi Watney with a report.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I talked about the Red Sox offense with the Boston manager. And one thing he mentioned to me